Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and please be welcome to the European Cup Finals for men here in Hafjell today with the men's giant slalom, and we're supposed to start in a short time. It's now.
Good morning and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the FIS European Cup Finals for season 2023 and 2024. This is the GS for men and the final race of the season. It is going to be an interesting race. The leader of the GS Cup, Jonas, is stocking it. He is leading by 72 points to Simon Talacci. He's leading by 73 points for Noel Zwischenbrugger. And there's 89 points to Jesper Wahlqvist and 91 points to Flavio Vitale. That's the 5 guys with a theoretically possibility to take home the GS Cup. We are just minutes away from the first start. We will start off with Diego Orecchioni, representing France, before Noel Zwischenbrugger already at bib number 2. Today's weather is not as great as it may seem. It's a clear view. There is -1 degree Celsius in the air, and there's -4 degrees Celsius at track. This is more how it looks. It's a clear view from the top to the bottom, and they start at 647 meters, ends up at 265. There's a drop of 382 meters, 1,307 meters from the start gate to the finish line. 51 gates, and today's course setter for this first run, Christoph Ernecker from Austria. And at the same time, we get the fight for the GS Cup. It's a tight race in the overall. Theo Brekken is leading the overall cup, leading by just 4 points. Manuel Treiniger, who's second in the overall, is not competing in this GS event. He's waiting for the speed events at Kvitfjell, who starts on Thursday, Friday. There's the speed events at Kvitfjell. We got the forerunners on course. This is the start list. Diego Orecchioni, representing France, Noel Zwischenbrugger. There's Jonas Stockinger, Flavio Vitale, Marco Fischenbacher, Jesper Wahlqvist, Simon Talacci, Fabian Gratz, Hans Graal Madsen, Fadrian Nutin. That's the 10 first. About a minute to start. Just to mention that in the fight for the podium at the GS Cup, there's 13 guys with theoretically possibility to fight for the podium. You can see the standings at the GS Cup. Jonas Stockinger, Simon Palacci, Noel Schissenbrugger, Jesper Wahlqvist, Flavio Vitale, Diego Oricioni. And this is Diego Oricioni. And he is off. He's away, Diego Oricioni. Got one victory, GS this year. That's from Trysil. We are waiting for Diego Oricioni to set the bar when crossing the finish line. I would say not completely flawless for Diego Oricioni. Losing some hundreds here and some hundreds there. I do not think this is the leading run after all of our 74 competitors in this first run. We got 74 men at the start. They are representing 17 nations. This is Noel Schissenbrugger, is third in the GS Cup. And he's behind by 10 hundredths at the first intermediate time, Schissenbrugger. Oh, it is a little deep. It's looking fast for Noel Schissenbrugger, even though it's a mistake here and there. Behind by 81 hundredths at the second. He got a first and third from his weekend in Sturm. And here's behind by 1 second, 2 hundredths. Noel Schissenbrugger. It's the last part for Schissenbrugger. And the last gate and across the line, and he's second. He's getting a 10th, but it's not enough. He's behind by 90 hundredths and the second. Jonas Stockinger. As you can see, he's the leader of the GS Cup, leading by 72 points to Simon Palacci and 73 points for Schissenbrugger. And he's just a little behind. He's behind by 7 hundredths at the first intermediate time. Get 2 podiums this year or this season, and he's quite wide. Jonas Stockinger. That will cost some time.
On second intermediate time.
Behind by 67 hundredths.
7 behind at intermediate time number 2. Meaning that speed number 1, Diego Oriccioni, has made a great run first run today. Jonas
Stocking in third, Trysil second, and Pastur is gaining a couple of hundreds. And then there's the finish. Behind by 65 at the third and behind by 49 at finish line, which makes him current second, Jonas Stocking. Germany, now there's Flavio Vitale representing France.
And it's bid number 4, Flavio Vitale, fighting for the
Flavio Vitale, 15 the GS Cup, and he's ahead by 100.
Intermediate time number 1 by only 1/100th of a second.
But I'm still looking for the perfect run. Maybe Flavio Vitale is closer to the perfect run. Flavio Vitale representing France. And he's behind by 24 hundredths. He is behind Flavio Vitale. But there are some hundreds to catch at the bottom. He's behind by 47. Is it too much, or do you have anything more to push Flavio Vitale? Oh, he's across the line at this very moment in his second. He's behind by 36 hundredths. He finds 11 hundredths there somewhere, but still 36 behind. This is Marco Fischbacher. No podium so far this season. Could this be it for Marco Fischbacher? He's ahead by 26 hundredths at the first intermediate time. Well, yes, maybe this could be the day for Marco Fischbacher. Look at this for Marco Fischbacher, representing Switzerland with bib number 5. And he is still ahead. He's still ahead by 17 hundredths. Yes, losing 9, but still got 17 to go when starting the third sector, and is still 9 ahead. And we know there's something to gain at the last sector. Marco Fischbacher, could this be your day? He's making a good first run, putting in an application for the podium at the end, and he is first. He's in the lead. Marco Fischbacher, Switzerland, is in the lead by 30 hundredths. Was that the run we were waiting for? Maybe it was Marco Fischbacher. This is Jesper Wahlqvist representing Norway. 4th in the GS Cup, behind by 89 points. And he's behind by 20 hundredths. We know that's the same time as the former leader, Oriccioni. As Fischbacher was 20 ahead, and he's gaining at 4 hundredths for Fischbacher. He's behind by 16 hundredths. Changing to 18. But this is absolutely possible for Jesper Wahlqvist. It's all up to what you can deliver in this very finish. Jesper Wahlqvist, the last couple of turns, and across the line he is second, 18 hundredths behind. But he's second, Jesper Wahlqvist. Racing on home soil, Jesper Wahlqvist is current second in this first run. 1:11.63 for Simon Talacci representing Italy. second in the GS Cup, behind by 72 points and behind by 3900s at the first intermediate time.
Who is the second guy in the European Cup, and he may really have it turned up.
And at the moment, Stockinger is second last.
For the podium in the European Cup,
If you can go as far up that list as possible, Talachi, you got every opportunity, but he is behind by 9400s at the second, 95 at the third. Oh, then there's the finish. Trying to get those skis fast as possible towards the finish line. And here is Simon Talachi. He's across the line and he's fourth. He's behind by 6400s. That's 1500s ahead of Jonas Stocking. But he is behind Marco Fischbacher by 6400s and current fourth. We are moving to Germany. Fabian Gratz, starting 8th. He's behind by 5900s. Could be a bit much. And at the second is behind by more than 1.5 seconds, 1 second 5400s to be exact. Fabian Gratz, representing Germany, third intermediate time, and he's only losing another 400s, but still there's 158 behind. Looking for current 8th place. And he's across the line, Fabian Gratz, and yes, he's number 8. He keeps the race pace at the end, but there's an 8th place for Fabian Gratz, behind by 158. And there's the Norwegian starting 9th, Hans Graal Madsen, behind by 44 at the first. Not looking too bad for Hans Graal Madsen, but is this fast enough? He's closing up to the second intermediate time, behind by 9600s.
The second intermediate time is plus 96.
He needs to find some more speed. He wants to be on the top of the list. It's the second now, 1 second sharp for Hans Graal Madsen. Probably 6 or 7 across the line. Hans Graal Madsen, current 7, behind by 1 second, 1100s. There's the guys. Diego Riccioni and Marco Fischbacher. Now there's Fadri Janutin. Fadri Janutin representing Switzerland. First intermediate time, he's behind by 2200s.
Plus 2200s of a second behind the first intermediate time for Fadri Janutin from Switzerland. Close to the second intermediate time. Second intermediate time.
And Fadri Janutin is behind by 67, which means he's around the 5th place at the moment.
Second intermediate time for Fadri Janutin.
And he needs to gain some hundreds, and he's gaining 8, eating 800s. Could he eat some more on the last turns? Fadri Janutin representing Switzerland. He's across the line and he's 4th. He's 4th, he's behind by 4900s. That's not too bad That's not too bad, Fadri. There's Joshua Sturm. We are talking Austria. And the first intermediate time, he's only 1500s behind at the first. Oh, there's he's not happy about that, Joshua Sturm. He's yes, he's both behind by 116, and he's out. Joshua Sturm. Those words was not suitable for TV. That's for sure.
Fredrik Möller with bib number 12. Bib number 12 for Fredrik Möller today. And he is up to fight with the pace time.
Then there is Norwegian on the top. This is Fredrik Möller.
The lead. Fredrik Möller. Course. The intermediate time for Fredrik Möller is
behind by 2400s at the first. Fredrik Möller. He's the last guy in the GS Cup that got this theoretical. He's out. He's out. Oh. Then there is no possibility to make it to the podium in the GS Cup for Fredrik Möller. Ah, that's too bad. Just slips out of this GS competition. That's it for today, Fredrik. We will move on with Christian Borgnes, the Danish guy. He's now higher up in the sky than the highest mountain in Denmark. I don't think they call it a mountain anyway. Either way, Christian Borgnes, he's passing the first intermediate time. He's behind by 3200s.
200 of a second behind pace time.
But he had a wonderful weekend. Valois, December. A couple of days until Christmas, when he's first and second in Valois. Christian Borgnes. And yes, that's no time at the second. We'll wait until the third to see how it's going with Christian Borgnes. He's behind by 1.14. That's around the top 10. And of course he will be number 11 to cross the finish line. Christian Borgnes, could you make just a couple of hundreds at the end? He's number 8. He does, he's number 8, and there's 1.02 behind at the end. Christian Borgnes, Andrei Drukarov. Andrei Drukarov representing Lithuania. First intermediate time behind by 5200s. And, oh, there's a bit too long, that jump for Drukarov. But he still makes it quite well. He's behind by 1 second 3800s. And at the third intermediate time, he's behind by 1 second, 50 hundredths. But we know that it's possible to gain some hundreds at the end. It's probably he's around 11 for Drukarov. And he's 12, he's behind by 169. And he's 12, Andrei Drukarov. We are back to Switzerland. This is Livio Simone. No, it's not. This is Eirik Hustad. Simone did not start. He is fourth in the overall cup, overall European Cup. And he's behind by 108 points at the moment. The leader of the overall cup, Theodor Brecken, he's just after Eirik. He's starting on the next bib. Eirik Hustad is now 75 behind at the second, closing up to the third, and he's behind by just 79. Couldn't make it into a top 5, Eirik Hustad. It is possible to make it to the top 5 at the moment for this first run, Eirik Hustad, and he is 8. Oh, he's 8. He's behind by 87 hundredths. And he is current 8. This is Theodor Brecken. He's leading the European Cup overall. And he's leading by 4 points. Tony is second. He's not starting this GS event. He's waiting to welcome them all to the speed events at Kvitfjell starting Thursday. Theodor Brecken at the first intermediate time. He's behind by 34 hundredths. And behind by 68 at the second.
And now we're close to the third intermediate time for Theodor Brecken.
And at the 30 is behind by 73. Could you earn some hundreds at the last part, Theodor Brecken? Or else he will be around Eirik Hustad. And he's across the line and he's 8. He's 8. He's 500s ahead of Eirik Hustad. And he is behind by 82 hundredths. That's a good first run, Theodor. We'll see you in the second run. This is Vincent Weiser. He's representing Austria. He's third in the overall. And at the first intermediate time, he's behind by 1 second, 8 hundredths. He is 92 points behind in the overall, and he's out. He's out, Vincent Weiser. He's losing valuable points for the overall cup.
Only 1800ths of a second in front of Jesper Wahlqvist. And
so then there's Hannes Singerle. He's representing Italy. He's at bib number 19. And here he is. But I'm sure Vincent Weiser, he will search for revenge when they all start at Kvitfjell. But this is Hannes Singerle. Had a great weekend at Trysil. He was second and fifth. And he's behind by 28 hundredths at the first intermediate time. Now closing up to the second on the singular, and he's behind by 58. Could you make it into top 5 on the singular? The Italian passing the 30 intermediate time, and he's behind by 69 hundredths. Trying to find the fastest line possible down towards the finish line on the singular. And there's 2 guys left, and across the line, and he's 10. He's number 10. He's behind by 89 hundredths. There's a top 10 finish, a current top 10 finish for singular. But is that enough? We'll see. Mattias Rönngren. No more than 1300s behind at the first. Can he solve this? Yes, he can. And then we are excited to see what's happening at the second intermediate time for Mattias Rönngren. And he's behind by 72 hundredths.
Time, like half a second to the next intermediate time.
He's losing half a second somewhere. And at the third, he's behind by 79. Almost at the leading race pace at the moment, Mattias Rönngren. He's around there somewhere, top 10 maybe. This is Rönngren, and he's 5th. He's finding some hundreds somewhere at the end, and he's 5 at the moment, Mattias Rönngren. And no more than 5,500s behind. George Steffi from the United States of America. And at the first, he's behind by 2,500s. George Steffi closing up to the second. He's behind by 151.
Intermediate time plus 151. Plus 151. The second intermediate time to George Steffi.
And at the third is 172. It's just the last steep part towards the finish line for George Steffi.
1.72 behind the pace time for
probably not a top 10 finish for George Steffi. He's 17 at the moment, behind by 206.
time is 1:13.59.
Stefan Lutz, Germany. Lutz turning 32 this year, behind by 3,600. Was that a just a small rotation? A little hard to see. We'll wait for the second intermediate time, which is passing. Oh, he's gaining a 400s. It's fast for the German Stefan Lutz. And the third, and he's around there somewhere. Could this be a top 3 finish for Stefan Lutz? And it's all up to you, Stefan. It's only a couple of games left, and it's possible with a top 3 finish in this first run. And he's 6. He's 6. He's behind by 6,200. There's well, there's no more than 700s behind Rönngren at 5th. Emil Bessig Bissig representing Switzerland, behind by 2,500ths at the first. And then there's the second. He's losing almost half a second. He's behind by 7,300ths. 0.73. And the third is coming up, and he's fighting 300ths there somewhere. And the 7/10ths behind could be a top 10 for Simil Bissig, and he's 13. He's behind by 9,100ths. Behind by 0.91 and current rank 13. We are moving from Switzerland all the way over to France. Louvain Parra is sneaking his way into the start gates. Well, something obviously happened with Louvain Parra. There's just a short break for some course repair. But as far as I know, the course guys they are working fast. So here's off with Louvain Parra. From bib 24. What's possible for the French guy? He's behind by 3,800ths at the first. And closing up to the second. Parra is behind, but he's not losing more than 2000ths. He's been on the podium 3 times in the European Cup, and now he's eating them back. He's eating the hundreds back, and he's 39 behind. Oh, come on, Louvain Parra. What could this be? How fast can you be in this last part? Louvain Parra, he's second. He's second. He's behind by 1,400ths. Ah, that's a great finish for the French. Perfect finish for Louvain Parra. And he's happy. And of course he is. Congrats. That's a good finish. That could be an exciting second run. This is Anton Grammel, starting from bib 25 and representing Germany, behind by 4,300ths at the first. There was something when he passed the
Anton Grammel at the
key
second
turn.
time, 9100ths of a second behind.
And he's now behind by almost a second.
And at this
He's finding something back there. He's now behind by 8,500ths. Anton Grammel representing Germany. with the iconic German speed suit, and he's across the line. He's currently 10. He's there by 7,800. He's pushing Theodor Brekken and Eirik Gustav Solberg down the list. This is Giovanni Franzoni. And Franzoni, he is behind by 30 hundredths. Franzoni, he is behind by 143. Just can't get a hold of it this time. And behind by 162. I'm sure he's looking forward to the especially Super G at Kvitfjell. He's made most of his podiums in the European Cup in Super G. Giovanni Franzoni. But this is not too bad in the GS for the Italian, and he's across the line. And he is 21, behind by 1 second, 96 hundredths. This is Patrick Kinney. Patrick Kinney, United States of America. Behind by 24, and he's out. That's it for today for Patrick Kinney. Sorry to say, and he has hurt his arm or hand or something in that left hand or arm or shoulder maybe. There's something about that left side of Patrick Kinney. Hopefully he will be all right. We are moving to Spain. Albert Ortega. Albert Ortega from bib 28. Albert Ortega behind 25 hundredths. And that's not too bad for the first intermediate time. Now, let's see what's up at the second. He's behind by 1 second, 11 hundredths. Maybe it's a bit too much for Albert Ortega at the 30s, behind by 147. And that's for sure a bit too much.
For the third intermediate time.
But he's doing an okay finish, Albert Ortega, and across the line he's 21, behind by 1.88. This is Joshua Metler representing Switzerland. Metler behind at the first. He's behind by 53 hundredths.
Second intermediate time now. That's plus
behind by 1.15 at the second.
Metler, the Swiss guy.
He got one podium from in GS this season already from Narvik. Looking hard to get his second. Struggling a bit when crossing the tunnel, and he is across the line. Joshua Metler, and he's 20 behind by 1.61.
That's plus 161. Plus 161.
There's Luis Müllenschild. He's representing Austria. And at the first intermediate time, he's behind by 43 hundredths. I think that's a little too much for the Australian.
43.25, meaning 146 behind the pace time.
Never been at the podium at the European Cup. Don't think today will be the day either for the Australian. The closest he's been is 13 at GS at Valois. Luis Müllenschild. He's almost across the line. And there he is, and he's 22 behind by 1.79. And that's 179 behind the leader, 179 behind. And there's yesterday's winner of the slalom, Edvard Hallberg. You will see the current standings. There's Marco Fischbacher leading. He's leading 1400s only, ahead of Laurent Parra, who's second from bib 24. And this is Jesper Wahlqvist, as you can see. He's current third, behind by no more than 1800s. This is the French guy. Current second, no more than 1400s, but this is our current leader, Marco Fischbacher, representing Switzerland. This is the current ranking and the top 10. This will be a exciting second run. There's Theodor Brekken, who's current 12.
Lunch break.
The at the moment overall leader of the European Cup. There's no more than 4 points to Trangier. And we are ready to start again. Less than 10 seconds to go. Here he is, Edvard Hallberg. He's made it to the top of the podium 2 times this season, both times in slalom. And he's behind by 48 hundredths at the first intermediate time. He's never made it to the top 10 in the giant slalom. Edvard Hallberg. And as you can see, Halvor Hilde Gunnleiksrud is starting. Edvard Hallberg behind by 119 at the second, 139 at the third, which means he could be around top 20, maybe. Maybe losing some hundreds at the last part. Edvard Hallberg, he's across the line and he's 22 behind by 174. And Gunnleiksrud is out. There's no second run for Halvor Hilde Gunnleiksrud. You can see the replay. Something's happening there. And there he is. And he's out. Too bad, Halvor Hilde Gunnleiksrud. And this is 34, Delio Kuntz. We'll have bib 33 later on. Oh, sorry, that's did not start for him, and that's did not finish for Delio Kuntz. He's not happy. Of course, and yeah, you can see he's out there. Then there's Brian McLaughlin from the United States of America. He's behind by 30 hundredths at the first. Little rotation. It's making some good turns. Brian McLaughlin. And he's closing up at the second, and he's behind by 1.16. Well, let's see at the third. Just around here somewhere. Oh, he's out. Oh, he's out. Then there's bib 36, Fabian Bachler. This is Brian. See, it's, there's almost, but he couldn't make it. Fabian Bachler, Austria.
Second intermediate time, 1:18 behind the pace time.
He's behind by 1.18.
And he's coming back as
behind by 1.65 at the third. And he's probably around 25, 26 somewhere. Fabian Bachler, Austria, is across the line, and he is 27. Behind by 2 seconds, 15 hundredths. And there's Dominic Ott. Dominic Ott is got his 25th European Cup start today. This is past the third intermediate time. He's behind by 2 seconds, 8 hundredths. And he's also around 28 somewhere. There is 28. He's behind by 2 seconds, 67 hundredths. Dominic Ott. Adam Hofstedt. Adam's on course. The Swede.
Så har vi Adam Hofstedt då, bib nummer 39. Adam Hofstedt från Sweden. Third intermediate time, plus 102 for Adam Hofstedt.
1 second, 2 hundredths. That's not too bad for Adam Hofstedt. It's possible to make it the top 15 maybe for Adam Hofstedt. Representing Sweden and across the line, and he's 19. He's behind by 1 second, 21 hundredths.
121 behind.
Well, that could be an interesting second run for Adam. Adam Hofstedt behind by no more than 1 second, 21 hundredths, and ranked 19 This is Simon Maurberger. Maurberger from Italy, behind by 2 seconds, 28 hundredths.
2:28 behind. 2:28 behind at the third intermediate time. Let's look at the cup time, ladies and gentlemen. Going to get
Simon Maurberger, he's across the line and he's 29. He's behind by 2 seconds, 61 hundredths.
Here so far, and Simon Maurberger is 29.
And 41, this is William Hansson. William Hansson, Sweden. Behind by no more than 21 hundredths. He's losing a little. He's behind by 1 second, 12 hundredths. There's a heavy rotation in his sliding. And sorry to say, he's out for today. That's it for William Hansson. Hopefully he's okay. This is Eric Reed. The Canadian. The Canadian on course, turning 33 this year, behind by 1 second, 74 hundredths. Oop. Just inside that gate. And now he's behind by 174, and across the line, Eric Reed. He's there somewhere around top 30 maybe. Yes, he's 29. He's behind by 2 seconds, 20 hundredths. There's Tobias Kastlung, Italian guy, starting bib 43, behind by 2 seconds, 14 hundredths. He lifts his left ski when passing the tunnel. And he is almost across the line, and there is 29, 2.19. That's 100 ahead of Eric Reed, which is now the last guy, top 30.
Next racer in the course.
This is Adri Moser. André Moser, Switzerland.
Second intermediate time, you're 1:42 behind.
Behind by 1 second, 42 at the second, 1.63. Losing 21 hundredths from the second to the third.
A total time under 2 seconds behind, and the possibility of making a good start position for the next round.
Couldn't make it top 30, maybe pushing Eric Reed outside the top 30. He does. André Moser, he's top 30. He's 27. He's behind by 1 second, 97 hundredths. And we are going all the way to Australia. Harry Laidlaw. That's a not too bad start for Harry Laidlaw. He's behind by 3900ths at the first. And he is closing up to the second. What could it be? He's behind by 1.49.
More than a second.
He's also looking maybe for a top 30.
149.
He's almost losing his arm in that gate. But he keeps hanging on. Both Harry and his arm. And at the third, he's behind by 2 seconds, 3500ths, losing almost a second. And he's across the line at 32, just outside top 30, behind by 2 seconds, 6100ths. Austria. 46, Felix Marksteiner. Marksteiner behind by 2 seconds, 1000ths. If you can find some hundreds somewhere, put them in your pocket. You will be top 30. Current top 30, Felix Marksteiner. Is it possible? He's across the line, and he's 32. He's behind by 2 seconds, 2900ths. There's 2 Swiss guys coming now. First of them, Federico Toscano. Behind by 2.16.
Toscano is 47.
He's struggling to make it to top 30, behind by 2.73. I need somewhere around 6000ths to make it top 30. That's, I think, a bit too hard for Federico Toscano, but he's across the line and he's 36, behind by 3 seconds, 4300ths. There's the second Swiss guy with 48, Sandro Surbrigg. Sandro Surbrigg behind by 1.28. That's not too bad. If he can keep this pace up, find just a little more speed. He's behind by 1.50. That's most likely top 30. If you can keep the finish clean and straight down towards the finish line, Sandro Surbrigg. And yes, he can. He's top 20. He's 20 with the 154 behind. He's losing no more than 400ths at the last sector. That's a good run for Sandro Surbrigg. This is the Norwegian Jos Bråten-Herland. He's behind by 2:03 at the second, 2:53 at the third, losing half a second from the second to the third.
Impossible for Jos to make the top 30 now.
Yeah, out. He's sliding across the finish line. So he is across the line at some point, but he's registered with a DNF. Sorry for Jos Bråten-Herland. This is Stormy's Lane, the Estonian, at the first sector, sorry, at the third. It's no more than 130, 1:30. Oh, 134 behind it. Could be a top 20, current top 20 for the Estonian. Look at this. Ah, he just misses that gate. Oh, Stormy's Lane. Davide Leonardo Seppi. He's Italian, of course. He's behind by no more than 139. This is also a possible top 20. A possible current top 20, 168. Yeah. Well, you gotta search for a top 30. Maybe his top 30 if he can keep the pace up. Davide Leonardo Seppi, the last gate, and he's across the line. He's 29. He makes it top 30. 29. He's behind by 2 seconds, 400ths from bib 51. This is bib 52. Axel Lindqvist, Sweden. Here he is.
First intermediate time is plus 55, and second intermediate time is plus 161.
Behind by 1 second, 6100ths across the third, and he's behind by 227. Oh, this is not your day, is it, Axel? But hopefully he can make it to the finish line. Well, somehow he does, but not the way he wanted. He's out. It's a DNF for Axel Lindqvist. Ah, too bad. Then Rasmus Bakkevig. He's also a DNF. So both 52 and 53 are DNF. This is 54. It's Lukas Passruger. He's from Austria. He's behind by 8800s at the first intermediate time. Now closing up to the second. And he's behind by 169.
169 for Lukas Passruger.
Passruger for the third. At third, there is 230 behind. He needs around 2000s to get it into top 30. And he's behind by 326, and he's 38. And there's from Austria to France, Thomas Lardot.
The total time was 114.7.
Thomas Lardot, France. I cannot believe he's 3.11 ahead. He's probably not, but either way, he's out of the race. It's a DNF for Thomas Lardot.
56 is also in the course.
Then Tommaso Saccardi, Italy. At the first, he's behind by 56. At the second, he's behind by 177.
177 behind for Tommaso Saccardi.
Tommaso Saccardi behind by 2 seconds, 25 at the third. It's around 36, 37, maybe 38, something for Tommaso Saccardi. He's not looking at the top 30, is he? Now he's not, he's 37. He's behind by 2 seconds, 62. This is Alban Elesi Calaferina.
And at the second intermediate time, you are 190 behind.
He's behind by 1.90. 1 second, 9000s. That is increasing. It's over. And he's out there. Alban Elesi Calaferina. Sorry to announce, but that's a DNF. Sliding down the slope. Stopping somewhere, maybe. which means Bill Nyberg, he was stopped. Hopefully he's okay. Albon Lissikana Ferina.
Oh, it seems like DNF also on 57, meaning that next racer is 58. Siemens Seleg from Norway. But we have a caution pair, so we have stop.
We have to repair the gate. There it is. Looking nice again.
Let's go from the jury. So we will start.
Bib number
Probably
58 by any moment.
Bill Nyberg will get to start later on. And we will start again with Siemens Seleg. Siemens Seleg from Norway. Starting bib 58. He's behind by 4,700 at the first. And he knows where to take it, maybe. Siemens Seleg closing up to the second. He's behind by 131. That's a possible top 30 finish for Siemens Seleg. A current up, but he's almost up, but he makes it, but he lifts his arms, saying, that's it for today, guys. I'm done. Siemens Seleg, he did not finish. He whips the skis inside, but there's a DNF for Siemens Seleg. This is Isaiah Nelson. Nelson representing United States of America.
And it's plus 190 for Isaiah Nelson. Had a good first.
He's around 40 somewhere behind by 2.28.
Time is 2:28. This is bib number 59.
To make it top 30, he can't be more than 2:06 when he crosses the line, and he's behind by 2:86, and he is 39. That's Isaiah Nelson. This is Stefano Pisato. Pisato from Italy. We're at bib 60. There's 74 racers at start today. And there's no crossing the finish line for Pisato. That's a DNF. This is Justin Notkier. The Canadian, no, that's a long jump. A bit too long, actually. And after a okay start, it looks a bit hard to make it a top 30 for Justin Notkier. At the 30s, behind by 283. Ah, it's around 42 maybe for Justin Alkier.
just have a few gates left of his first run here in Hafjell, Justin Alkier from Canada.
And that's it for the first run for Justin Alkier. He's 42, behind by 3 seconds, 70 hundredths. And Riley Seeger, Canada, behind by 1.48 at the second. He's fighting for a top 30 at the moment, and he's out as well. He is out, Riley Seeger. Then we're moving to Sweden, Fabian Ackschwartz. There is, behind by 52 at the first. And at the second, he's closing up to the second. Is this fast enough for Fabian? He's losing. He's behind by 1:35, but he could make it a top 30 if he can keep this pace. Behind by 1.76. It's possible, Fabian. It's possible, but you need to find the absolutely fastest way towards the finish line. These last couple of gates, can you push? Is it possible? Fabio Ackschwartz is 35. He's 35. He's behind by 2 seconds, 58. It's Kilian Pramstaller, Austria. Kilian Pramstaller behind by 2.58 at the second, which means that's no top 30 for him. Behind by 3.25 at the third.
Pramstaller almost to the finish line now.
And there he is, almost at his back as well, but he's across the line and he's 44, behind by 4 seconds, 21 hundredths. And there's the German guy. Here he is, Nico Palamaras.
65, Nico Palamaras.
Palamaras, Germany. The German is behind by 2.10 at the second, and at the third he's behind by 2.75. Then he got to do something extraordinary if he's going to be in top 30. And I can see him just outside my window, and he's across the line, and he's 42, behind by 3.43. And there's the Norwegian at 66. Herman Fjelldavli Lindberg.
Finish line that Herman has his birthday today, 20 years old. Herman Fjelldavli Lindberg. Of course, we will pay extra attention to the birthday of
There is Herman Fjelldavli Lindberg. Lindberg is behind by 0.57 at the first. And he's the birthday boy today as well, turning 20. So happy birthday for Herman Fjelldavli Lindberg. Or gratulerer med dagen in Norwegian. Herman Fjeldavli Lindberg. He's behind by 1.71 at the second, 2.50 at the third. That's no top 30 for Herman. But either way, he has the birthday today, turning 20. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Behind by 3 seconds, 74 hundredths. Maybe not the birthday gift he wished for. This is Reto Metler. Switzerland.
That's bib number 67. Reto Metler from Switzerland. And the second intermediate time is 188 behind. 188 behind for the...
He is around the same finish as Fjeldavli Lindberg. Reto Metler, he is across the line and he is 44 behind by 3.60. This is Mikkel Remsøy.
Top 13 now, and the possibility of a great start before we have
Mikkel Remsøy behind by 1.46. Nah, this is maybe a top 30, current top 30 with 1.88. You need to push those last couple of gates, Mikkel, if this is gonna be a top 30. Oh, maybe that was it for Mikkel. The last couple of gates, and he's 32 behind by 2 seconds, 18 hundredths. Oh, that's almost, but it's not quite there. It's 12 hundredths too late for Mikkel to make it in top 30. Then Christoph Krüls.
That was ranked number 32 for Mikkel today.
Christoph Krüls.
We have bib number 69 because
Czech Republic. Behind by 3 seconds, 45 at the third.
3:45 behind for Christoph Krüls.
And across the line, Christoph Krüls, and he's behind by 4 seconds, 32, and he's 49. And there's Italian. There's Italian on course. It's Matteo Canins representing Italy, behind by 2 seconds, 47 at the second. And at the third, he's behind by 3.20.
And we have 2 racers left. One is in the course, that's Elise Cretin from
Then
France.
there's the last couple of gates for the Italian.
From Argentina.
The blue and the red and the line. There is his 50. He's behind by 4 seconds, 51 hundredths. And moving to France. We're not, because he's out. It's a DNF for Elise Cretin. And Mortis Drill, he did not start. So then there's 73. Tiziano Gravier. He's all the way from Argentina. He's behind by 9,500 hundredths at the first. He is today's second last at start. Not looking too bad for Tiziano Gravier from Argentina. Behind by 2 seconds, 79 hundredths at the second. And the third coming up quite quick.
Argentina.
Oh, there it is. And he's behind by 3. No, doesn't matter. He's out. Tiziano Gravier is out. This is Jakob Greber. Greber from Austria. At the first, he is behind by 1.17. At the second, he is almost 4 seconds behind. He's behind by 3 seconds, 98. And at the third, there's more than 5 seconds to go for Greber. He's behind by 5 seconds, 14 hundredths. Too bad, that's too much, of course, for Jakob Greber. But he's almost at the finish line. And here he's 51, behind by 6.78, which means we will have, of course, 51 at start for that second run. We will start off with the top 30, and here's the ranking, the current ranking after the first run. Marco Fispacher leading by 14 hundredths to Laurent Parra, who's second. Jesper Wahlqvist third, behind by 18 hundredths. Diego Orecchioni from France, he's behind by 30 hundredths. Fadri Janutin behind by 49 at the 5th place. And that's 6th place, Matthias Rönngren behind by 55. Stefan Lutz, Germany, behind by 62. Simon Talacci, Italian, behind by 64. 66 behind Flavio Vitale. And Anton Grammel, he's behind by 78, making it just inside the top 10 by 100. That's the first run of the men's GS. We will have the second run at 12 o'clock. And so for the next more than 1.5 hours, take care and see you then.